What's up, Crypto Junkies? It's Jay, and let's talk some Bitcoin. I was in the boiler room in the Discord chat here, and we were just talking about Bitcoin, and I'm opened up on the 1 day. This is Bitstamp, and I was sharing my thoughts, and I shared a chart, and I figured I'd just pop up video and share this with you really quick. So I've already got some significant lines on here that I drew before, and these are significant lines based on the price action. So throughout the days here, this is on a 1 day. It's a very different game than in a 15-minute chart or in a 5-minute chart. Very different. So let's delete that one too. And so, for example, we can look at something like this one candle right here in this wick going all the way down and touching. And what do you know? It's touching the price action right now. So the price that we're at right now is damn near the bottom of that wick. So, right? Yeah. Let's get rid of that. So there we go right there. So that's a significant line. All right. So let's just chalk that one up right there. And we're interacting with that price territory right now. And so, okay, that looks good. Where are we going next? All right. Now, I had originally chalked up a line somewhere. No, wait, where are we at? Somewhere right in here. Okay, I think I was at 12.8. Right, so something right in here. We got these here interacting as it's acting as resistance here. It's acting as support for this one and this candle here, this wick here, this one, or not this one, but this one. So we're seeing it interacting on both ends. These two candles split it, and so we're seeing it act as support. And remember, it can only bounce so many times as support, and unless it breaks up, it will break down. And so then we broke below this, and now we interacted with it a little bit there. And so this is another significant line that I'm assuming, right? And I'm assuming that this is going to be significant, okay? So how do we get further proof of this? Well, we can start drawing some fib lines. So what we can do here is we can draw from the tippy top to the bottom. Okay, so remember, your fib lines is supposed to retrace a motion, all right? And what do you know? The 3/8 line is exactly where we're at right now. Okay, so this significance of this wick touching down here hit right here where our price action is right now, and where I drew that trend line, that significant line right here, with no previous knowledge, it just turns out that that's the 50% line. So what I said was this, and it's a little bit of a zone here. It's not exactly on this dollar amount, but you can bank on somewhere around the 12.6 to the 12.8 range is exactly the significant point. And so if we, on a 1 day, if we close above this line, then I would say we're officially in a bull run again. And again, that's just me predicting right now. That might change. I'd obviously look at other indicators, but to me, the 50% line is very significant. And so opening and closing above that 50% line would be very, very big indicator. Very, very big bullish indicator. Okay. And so we might not though. We might run laterally. We'll have to see what happens here. And so this is just a couple quick layers that I look at, right? And I play around with this, and I come from this point, and I come from here to see what I'm looking for is you have a lot of bots in Bitcoin, okay, on all the exchanges. You got a lot of bots, and I'm looking for these fib lines because fib lines is where bots buy and sell at, okay? And so it turns out to be the 618 when we fib from here. And the 50% is about where we're at now. Okay, if you look, we see wicks or opens and closes at just about all the points. 382 line, 236, and that's what you're really. That's the minor info and intel that you're getting off of fib retracements. Is you're figuring out where the algorithms and the bots are really operating. Okay, so I saw that, and so now I know definitively that this is an important price line, okay, an important trend line right here. And so just some other minor stuff, and to take a step back, the information I'm giving on a 1 day, is probably most useful to somebody who's holding Bitcoin. They're already in it, and they're just trying to kind of keep track of where Bitcoin is going, what it's doing. That's the level of information you're getting on a 1 day. That's not helping a guy who's necessarily scalp trading or maybe even swinging it. But okay, so to look for some confluence here, we have the RSI, which for the RSI to sit above the 50 median line on a 1 day obviously means a lot more than if we're on a 5-minute chart. So this is good. And I shot a video before talking about how long Bitcoin has been above the 50 line and how much it's interacted above the 50 versus below the 50. A very bullish, overall a very bullish coin, tender, currency, whatever you want to call it. MACD, we have good separation between the red and blue. The histogram looks good and healthy. We're just kind of forming this block right here. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing that is at a bird's eye view. There's nothing that's conflicting here. There's no divergences that I can see on a 1 day. So anyway, I just figured I'd share that with you. And what you could do from this point is you would start breaking down your time frames, and you would eventually come up with getting some really good info on what to do right now. Okay, so let me show you a couple more things. The 200 EMA, that's this purple line. And so we've got 9 days that we've successfully closed above the 200 exponential moving average. This is the 55, this is yellow. And so we've got today's day 2 that we've closed above the 55. Again, both of those are bullish indicators. If you go back, you know, this is the 200. Look at how far above we were, the 200, okay? And then look at our 55 here. So to cross back over the 55, have our candles close above the 55 again on the 1 day, very strong. 200, again, very strong, okay? So anyways, that's what I just wanted to show you, the 1 day bird's eye view. That's, you know, that's a little bit more of how I look at these, how I break this down, and what I see. Enjoy.